It's Friday. Where's the max? It's coming back, don't worry. So we're just working some volume, little athleticism, kind of letting all your joints and tendons rest up for a week or so, and then you get back to heavy. So a little bit more volume going on in this week for fitness on your band curls on a rig. So what we're looking for is as you set this up, your band's up there, the only thing moving is your forearms. As long as you're not moving the shoulders, then that's going to be your bicep. Anytime only your forearm's moving. Anytime other stuff starts moving, you got other things. But articulate at the forearm, you're going to be good to go. And then the neat thing is you can come from here, you can turn it down, and again, try to keep it in the forearm as much as humanly possible. For the dumbbell shoulder press to the banded shoulder press, also for the ring rows to the band pulls the face, what we're looking for is one's going to move fast and one's going to move slow. So if you decide you want to go pretty quick with your dumbbells, then go slow with your Bradford. It's similar to Bradford, but your banded shoulder press. If you want to go slow with your dumbbells, then go quick with your banded shoulder press, and vice versa for the same thing. So you're kind of going to, regardless of which one you decide to move fast and slow on, alternate it. So one's moving quick and one's moving a little bit slower. Sport and power. Stable spine on these push presses, and really work the muscles that you want to grow. So when you're set, if you're going to push press and your elbow is too high, so my shoulder's already lifted up this far, from here, the last thing, I can move my shoulder a little bit, but it's mostly going to go to my tricep. If I sit it down here a little bit, then I have all these degrees of range that I'm working that I otherwise wouldn't. So if you want to work your actual, the front of your delt, and you want to work your chest, then start a little bit lower as you push press. If it feels funky on your shoulders, you can always lift it up, but setting a little bit lower is going to let you use your shoulders. If you don't want to use your shoulders as much, you can lift it up, a little more legs, a little more tricep, but just use the muscles that you actually are trying to build, and that's going to work towards the physique you're looking for. And since you're going to shoulder press as many as you can, then go to the push press, make sure your spine stays stable, because as you start to get tired, you're going to want to lay back a little bit more. Iron up, 50 shoulder press, respect the percentage, right? So I did this, and it took me about another set than the bench press took. There's not as many big, massive muscles moving the shoulder press as there is the bench press, even though the weight is lighter. And to make this comparison, my best shoulder press is 240. I'm about 10 pounds lighter. I think it's closer to 225, 230 right now. And I use 95 for this, and it was horrendous, right? So make sure you respect the percentage. It's an awesome workout. You feel great afterwards for sure, but be wise with what you're doing. Keep the intention true. And if you happen to start using your legs, then your weight's definitely too heavy. Break it up as needed, of course. And for the for the dumbbell bent over rows, we really want to try to use the entire upper back for this, right? So now you're pulling, everything's moving, but concentrate on the elbows. So don't bicep it out too much, because you're going to do some biceps in a minute anyways. Pull the entire upper back. Then when you get to the dumbbell rows and you're bent over, you're going to pinch the upper back a little bit so you're not articulating everything all together. And if you work those two areas, then you're going to work all your mid-trap, you're going to work your rhomboids and your rear delts, as opposed to having like this real big upper back and no shoulder to go with it. And dumbbell curls, going to have some fun. TDY, the only real difference for you guys is on that part 3. If you have a band, then you can do these banded pull downs, and we'll throw up a video for it, but basically it's just a band sitting straight up, and we're going to set, pull, articulate back. If you have a band, do it. If not, no big deal. You can just add an extra round to part 4. Either way, you're going to get an awesome pump today. Hoo-yah, never quit.